Alright, I like that. I believe that.
I'm smoking out gas. Yeah, I hit the it's now I'm taking off. I'm taking off. Yeah, I came from the bottom, I went to the top. Now I'm taking off. I'm taking off. I'm taking off. I'm taking off. I'm taking off.
Guess what? And we got streamed there. So y'all boys fuck me on the Twitch, man. We better be streaming for show. You know what I'm saying? We got the sound effects in the bed. You feel me? Let's do it. Let's do it.
In Naruto, Boomstick. Oh, great. We're talking about edgelords, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sasuke, rival to Naruto Uzumaki and the solitary survivor of the Uchiha clan.
And Hiei, rival to Yusuke Urameshi and lonely orphan to demons. Neat. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Every time I hit a bottleneck, I build a new AI employee to crush it.
I used to say that
Hit
I
a
had
bottleneck.
one AI employee
What the hell?
24/7.
but the truth is, I've got a team.
All custom built, powered by one system.
The
Get
Uchiha
off my dick.
clan was renowned for their incredible ability in battle. Despite being one of the founding families of the Hidden Leaf Village, Konoha, the Uchiha were outcast and cut off.
For good reason. Their people had gotten pretty famous for attacking the village with a big nine-tailed fox. So, not a good look.
But everything changed with the head of the clan's firstborn son, Itachi. He was a brilliant boy and a promising future for the family.
Even becoming the youngest kid to ever graduate ninja school. I went there for a bit, but then I learned they didn't use guns, so, you know.
But Itachi opposed the
Hillbilly
clan's
ass
latest
nigga.
plot for a coup. His response was, well, pretty clear-cut.
I'll say he
Good
went
job
for
not spoiling.
all of them. Every last one, except for his kid brother, Sasuke. Naturally,
Good job
Sasuke
not
was
spoiling the
pretty
plot
pissed
too
off
much.
that his big bro killed his whole family, so he swore to become the bestest shinobi ever and hunt Itachi down. Probably should have let him in on the plan there, Ichi.
Just like his brother, Sasuke soared through his schooling with flying colors, quickly learning the three primary kinds of jutsu, or ninja techniques.
Ninjutsu, which is basically magic spells, Genjutsu, which messes with the mind, and Taijutsu, the one where you just punch people.
While Sasuke impressed with inhuman speed, swordsmanship, and physical ferocity, he's mastered several powerful ninjutsu techniques.
Like belching his classic fire breath, making up to 8 shadow clones of himself, and the Chidori, a ball of freaking lightning that has some shocking effects.
Plus many more. And along the path to revenge, he spent much of his time perfecting and improving these techniques, even mastering lightning release to the point of casting Kirin, an electric strike in the shape of a dragon.
Divine Intervention 2.0. Smiting your foes is the way to go.
He can infuse his abilities with any of the 5 elements: fire, wind, earth, water.
Heart!
No, lightning, obviously.
Oh.
As well as yin release, an element of creation itself.
So basically, don't make fun of Sasuke to his face, cause he'll kill the shit out of you before you even know what's happening. And we haven't even covered his best weapon
Oh
yet.
my god.
Right, it turns out Itachi didn't only spare his brother because he loved him, he planned for Sasuke to witness
I low-key want like. I think they're doing a Naruto remake, right? But I low-key gotta rewatch this, man. Naruto is so peak, bro. Look at these look at this nigga Sasuke character.
this horror. He planned for Sasuke to swear revenge on him, because this was the sort of trauma and hatred necessary to unlock an Uchiha's greatest weapon, the Sharingan.
The Sharingan eyes aren't some cool-looking lenses. They give Sasuke a bunch of new abilities. He can see chakra, the energy within people that powers jutsu. He can copy an opponent's techniques, memorizing them after one look.
It is almost like a mirror image of my own taijutsu.
He can even trap you in a bonkers genjutsu hallucination that makes you go crazy or just pass out. Like me on Saturday.
And that's just the standard version. By adding the trauma of loss to the mix, the Sharingan can evolve
Like a Pokemon!
into the Mangekyo Sharingan. With the Mangekyo, Sasuke can call upon far greater powers. He can cast Amaterasu, an irrepressible black fire hot enough to burn the sun. Even better, Sasuke can summon the Susanoo, an enormous avatar of chakra that fights for and protects him.
which is strong enough to slice through meteors. Badass. Too bad Sharingan Part 2 has one big downside.
Yes, it eventually causes the user to go blind.
Unless you find someone else with the same manky eyes, pluck those out of his head, then rip out your own eyes and replace them with the other guys. Gross!
And so, Sasuke found and killed his older brother, avenging his family and swapping Mangekyo eyes. Which was, again, Itachi's plan all along.
Which is
So,
crazy, because didn't he have a disease and
job.
wasn't he born?
Who came up with this
Like,
shit?
why do he want his shit?
Ahem. We're not done with eyeball shenanigans, though. He also got some Renegon circles, which gives him all sorts of weird context-sensitive powers. Like the, I'm not gonna say that word, he teleports by bending space and time.
Most notably, the Renegon grants Sasuke the powers of the 6 paths, like the Diva path for manipulating gravity, the Human path for ripping out souls, and the Preta path for draining energy.
Like a ninja vampire!
Sasuke has used the Diva path in particular to extreme effect, once creating multiple planetoids which crashed in an explosion visible from outer space.
By checking out the Earth's curve here, it's pretty obvious the blast is worth more than 35 teratons of TNT. That's 7 billion times more powerful than the Tsar Bomb, the biggest nuke ever detonated.
And as mentioned before, Sasuke is known for his incredible speed, able to keep pace with the likes of fellow legends Naruto and Madara. In fact, Naruto once dodged an attack from Madara which, according to the 4th databook, moves at the speed of light.
And Sasuke can fight Naruto to a draw. You know, the guy who's an alien descendant with a demon fox in his belly and also took a beam to the face that sliced the moon in half? That's a 27 exaton blast right there.
With his quest complete, Sasuke finally discovered Itachi's true goals. But even after making peace and having a child of his own, he never could return to the happy life of society.
You just can't shake off all that edginess.
Instead, Sasuke chose to defend the Hidden Leaf from a distance, just like his brother before him.
Don't mess with Sasuke of the Sharingan.
If anyone who criticizes my way of life were to come forward, I'd turn around and kill every single one of their loved ones, so that they too could grasp what it's like to experience this hatred of mine.
Oh my god, Pete.
Check out the expanded strength equipment at Planet Fitness.
No, nigga, I'm fat as
Club
fuck.
today. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a
No,
month.
sir.
Standing less than 5 feet tall, this black-clad goth child may not seem so intimidating at first glance.
Yeah, I mean, paint a red stripe on him and he's just a
I ain't
human.
gonna lie. There's no way I fuck this nigga beat Sasuke though. I'm gonna just pick the side now. Love you, Hakusho. You feel me? Hiei is nice. Not boxing.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
But in reality, Hiei is a menacing warrior of demonic heritage, born to a forbidden love between an ice woman and a fire monster.
Ah, reminds me of me and my ex. Well, too bad the rest of the ice ladies got pissed that she had banged a literally hot dude, so when her son was born, they chucked the little bastard right off their floating island. Damn, ladies, I know you're jealous, but you don't gotta take it out on the kid. That's my stepfather's job.
And yet, the child survived. Raised by thieves and remembering every last moment of the catastrophe of his birth, Hiei swore revenge.
And having bandits for foster parents means he got into stealing and murder at a wonderfully young age.
With his otherworldly physique, Hiei quickly became an expert in athletic ability and swordsmanship. These skills would grow even further after he joined forces with his rival, the Spirit Detective.
Nigga, can you imagine remembering, like having memory from when you were first born, nigga? Nigga, you remember coming out of the coochie. You seen yourself slip out of coochie hairs. Be brought to light. At this point, nigga, you gotta let me know what the inside of that bit look like. Cause what the fuck? How you remember everything but what the inside the coochie look like?
Yusuke.
But he needed more than blades and brawn to get back at the ice bitches. So he went to Shigure, the Doctor of Darkness, who would implant a magical third eye into his forehead. Cause we still ain't done with these eyeball shenanigans, I guess.
This was the Jagan, literally translating to evil eye. With the Jagan, Hiei wields numerous mystical powers. He can spy on people and objects from 10 kilometers away. He can read minds and protect his own from powerful mental attacks. He can move objects and energy with telekinesis.
And that's just the start of his powers. But with the Jagan stuck in his face, Hiei finally made the trip to Ice Town. But wasn't quite what he expected.
Right, instead of slaughtering the demon women as he planned, he spared them, because he realized that they lived meaningless, cold lives.
You get it, 'cause they're ice people?
Is this pity? From a demon?
I mean, you might not want to invite this guy to your next backyard party, but he's not that bad of a guy. Case in point, he found out he's got a twin sister and set out on a new mission to find and protect her.
And with the Jagan Eye and his further abilities, he'd make one powerful bodyguard.
Yeah, by incinerating all your enemies! He can light his punches ablaze with his fist of the mortal flame, giving his foes a sick burn. But what's better than normal fire? Demon fire, of course! Dragon-shaped demon fire!
The original Matarasu.
This is the Dragon of the Darkness Flame.
Okay.
An overwhelming entity of fire and pain that can obliterate foes in an instant.
It just killed all those people! I feel a little bad, but they're demons, so yeah.
The dragon burns hotter than fire and is difficult to control. It can even turn on its wielder. Yet Hiei has recklessly forced himself to master the technique, with some, trial and error. Don't worry, he got better.
His demon elemental resistance has certainly helped. He can power through most elemental attacks no problem, and is basically immune to fire and ice. And when he wants to get up close and personal, he can mold the darkness flame into a kick-ass sword.
He can even summon multiple dragons after assuming his ultimate form, the Giganchi.
Oh yeah, you thought one extra eye was creepy? How about a bunch of eyes all over? Which, to me, just seems like a lot of weak points.
Well, it's not. The Giganchi form greatly increases all of Hiei's abilities, not just the Darkness Flame. And to add even more layers to this, Hiei can also absorb the Dragon of the Darkness Flame himself, further increasing his strength and speed.
All of which lets him keep kicking ass and taking names around the demon world. His buddy Yusuke was quick enough to dodge lightning, but was not fast enough to see all of Hiei's sword swings when he slashed up this ice guy, Siryu.
How many times did you cut him? Only 16. And here I could only keep track of 7 or 8.
Therefore, Hiei was clearly attacking at speeds far faster than lightning, around 300 times the speed of sound, and that was still very early in his journey when he was considered a C-class demon. As he ranked up, Hiei gained even more incredible speed.
His darkness sword could even cut and burn through Kuro Momotaro, who evolved to be totally immune to, cutting and burning. So figure that one out.
By the end of his adventures, Hiei was ranked S-class level, making him many times faster than before and equal in power to his rival Yusuke.
And that means he's super powerful.
Right. Sensui, an S-class human, claimed he had to limit his power, as a mere 50% of it could create a worldwide earthquake. Yusuke's mentor, Genkai, even believed Yusuke could obliterate the entire planet.
But conveniently, the demon world is a lot bigger and tougher than Earth, so this crazy power level is tricky to prove. Either way, Hiei's basically on a league of his own.
As shown by Sensui, a typical S-class demon can defeat 3 A-class ones with minimal effort.
But Hiei took on 500 all by himself.
I unleashed 500 A-class demons.
Then you should know by now that when I say 500 A-class demons, I mean 1,000.
Damn, dude, shouldn't they call you, like, Ultimate S+ class or something by now?
Okay.
Well, he's certainly comparable to Yusuke. When Yusuke fought the Demon King Yomi in the Demon World Tournament, the two of them hit each other so hard that this happened.
Holy shit, that's insane!
While this technically occurred on a tree in the hardier Demon World, yes, that's a tree, we can calculate the curvature of the planet as seen here. The treetop appears to be well above cloud level, and we can use the circumference and the distance to this girl to determine the explosion's overall size. With all this in mind, we concluded the blast must have been at least 4.5 million meters high, nearly 15 million feet.
From just a punch! Well, I guess 2 punches technically, but Yusuke wasn't even in top form at the time, and he survived being in the middle of all that. Since Hiei can fight evenly with Yusuke and even move faster than him, I'd say they're definitely in the same ballpark of power level.
And just for kicks, he
Shit, I
can separate
guess.
his spirit from
I
his
guess
mortal
you could give
body
him that.
while still maintaining all of his abilities.
So, is he a demon? Or a ghost?
Both, I guess. He can do this anytime he wants, unlike normal people who need to be killed or sometimes just knocked out.
You mean like this? Ah, ghost!
Anyway, Hiei kept his word and soon found his sister in need of aid. Despite his terrible upbringing, he's actually found a supportive family among friends.
Except he never did tell her he was her brother, cause he's just too emo for that.
Still, few can match the dangerous power Hiei commands.
Once your own doom has been unraveled, I assure you there's no turning back.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, let me tell you how to protect yourself from the ghost in the machine with ExpressVPN.
These days, having a VPN is essential, and trust me, ExpressVPN is the best you can find.
What's a VPN? It's like having a virtual bodyguard for your internet.
VPN stands for Virtual Private Network and protects your privacy and data while you're browsing. It blocks outside snooping, interference, and censorship. And unlike most other VPNs, ExpressVPN is perfect for gaming. With shorter connection routes between you and gaming servers, ExpressVPN...
Dang. Watch out.
VPN.
That's not your business.
You go. You. Where are you going?
That's not your business.
Turn back.
Fist of the mortal flame!
I'll end this quickly.
Oh my god.
No match. How interesting.
Alright, I like that. I believe that.
What? How?
I ain't go front.
Pathetic fool. I'm the power fire dash incarnate. Dragon of the darkness flame! Damn you! Dragon? Kitty! No match. I'll put you to rest now.
What the fuck? Gotta be a
Or
genjutsu.
like it, a fight fit for a demon.
KO! Wait, really? I thought this was
What
an
the
easy win
fuck?
for Sasuke. What happened?
Well, hold on. I promise there's a good explanation. This
Bitch, you better have one. Nigga, straight
was
up.
an extremely close match. Sasuke was certainly faster than Hiei given his light speed reactions through scaling to Naruto. And technically he went through superior training, so there's certainly a few versions of this fight where he could use those advantages to take the win.
But we're always looking for who has the best chances to win most often, not just in very specific situations.
Exactly. At first glance, it's easy to assume Sasuke's enormous and varied arsenal could have simply overwhelmed Hiei. But to our surprise, Hiei had perfect counters for almost everything Sasuke could throw at him. Being a fire and ice demon hybrid with elemental resistances, he's powered through electrical attacks like the Chidori before, and his fire immunity and oneness with the darkness flame turned the devastating Amaterasu into a mere annoyance.
Sasuke's Rinnegan gave him gravity control, and that Sharingan genjutsu was pretty brutal. But Hiei's Jagan gave him telekinesis and mental protections, putting the brakes on Sasuke's eye shenanigans. Even if Sasuke tried using human path on him to rip out his soul, it wouldn't have mattered, cause Hiei could keep fighting as a ghost!
And frankly, it's unlikely Sasuke was that much faster. While Hiei could outpace Lightning at C-Class, the difference between Spirit classes is far greater than a simple 100 or 200% increase. After all, a lower S-Class could beat 3 A-Class fighters without much effort, and Hiei is an upper S-Class. But most surprisingly, Hiei's level of power surpassed Sasuke's.
No friggin' way!
Let's look at the Susanoo's meteor feat. By measuring the meteor's size compared to the Susanoo and applying sheer force, we determined this feat equaled about 364 teratons of TNT at most.
In scientific terms, that's a hell of a lot. And obviously scaling to Naruto means he could take a hit worth 27 exatons. How could Hiei top that?
Well, recall how there were multiple claims that S-Class demons could obliterate the Earth. Since most fights took place in the demon world, which is much hardier than the human one, these claims were difficult to prove and seemed a little dubious.
Until Yusuke fought Yomi and they made that gigantic explosion.
As we determined earlier, that blast was at least 4.5 million meters tall. At minimum, the kinetic energy of an explosion like this
No dick riding shit. Now I kind of see what they mean, how like Death Battle's not really a reliable source. These niggas moving off like picture images and like, you know what I'm saying? Like they measuring it. Like, nigga, just because the blast was high, I don't think that could have been stronger. You know what I'm saying? And these are like all statements. Nothing like literal at all. Like you have no actual facts that this nigga. So like, yeah, no.
This would equal about 285 zetatons of TNT.
That's 21 zeros! Way more than Sasuke's meteor feat. Even if we half it, cause there's 2 people doing the punching, that's still over 5,000 times greater than the Naruto moon slice.
It's probably even more impressive than that. If the tree is actually closer to the clouds and therefore closer to the planet, that technically changes the shot's perspective, which would mean the tree is actually even wider, the explosion even larger, and thus the kinetic energy even greater.
So when Genkai said an S-Class demon like Yusuke or Hiei could wipe out a planet, she wasn't kidding around.
Correct. While Sasuke is equal to beings powerful enough to slice and shift moons, he still could not match Hiei's strength.
You're right,
Even
you're right.
if Hiei was only half as strong
It
as
makes
Yusuke,
sense.
this would still put him well above Sasuke in terms of sheer power output and durability.
Okay, it made sense. He made it make sense a little bit. I'm starting to think differently about it, but I don't know. I just don't see it. Not gonna lie. Hey, but y'all boys fuck with the stream, man. Y'all type. Hey, now start joining the stream, real shit. Like, if I had to file, yeah. You feel me? Thank you. Like, I really might do it to you, ugly ass. Thank you. Y'all boys like, comment, subscribe, fuck with the Twitch. Thank you.
I'm fucking okay. Yeah, I hit the is up.